Hello, 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 beautiful people. I am excited to be with you today at the time of this recording. It is March 11th, 2025. We are with you live on LinkedIn as well as on YouTube. And we are just 4 days away from the Career and Care Summit. As you saw in the intro, it is on March 15th. We've been talking about it for months now. So I'm not going to give you guys the logistics because you already know them for the most part. If you're with me live, I would love for you to drop your city in the comments. As always, I love to know who's with me, who's catching the vibe today. This is going to be a really brief live because I just want to go over some of the highlights for the Career and Care Summit. And I've gotten a couple questions in the background. So I want to answer all those questions, but we should only be together for a little bit of time because I, as you very well know, have work to do. So first, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you've been riding with us for a while, I'm excited that you made the time to be with me today. And welcome if this is the first time you're joining me live on Career Gems for the Journey. I appreciate you making the choice. And for all of you who will listen to this on the replay, shout out to you. I love that for you on the replay, and I love it for me too. Please do share the replay with somebody that you believe is coming to the summit, right? Or someone that you believe could benefit from the information. It is the highest compliment that you would share the content that you see here. So use that link and distribute it far and wide to anybody that you think could benefit from the content that we are sharing today, specifically around logistics for the summit. But normally we talk about things related to career. We talk about things related to holistic, overall well-being, and we combine those two under one umbrella here at Career Gems for the Journey. So now we're going to jump, boom, right into the Career and Care Summit, which is happening this Saturday. It's happening Saturday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And Crystal Carson is with us. Crystal was one of our winners for our promo, for our newsletter community. I told y'all you should absolutely join the Career and Care newsletter community. You can do that by heading over to gemsforthejourney.org. So Crystal Carson is one of our members. She is actually a winner of the Career and Care Summit ticket. So I will get to see her live in person on Saturday. Shout out to you, Crystal. I'm excited, and I know you are too. And side note, I'm not going to put Crystal all the way out there because that's not what we do over here. But Crystal sent me such a beautiful email in submitting her name to be one of the winners for the tickets that I was so touched by it that I was like, oh my gosh, this is exactly the kind of boost or pick me up that I need while we're in the midst of doing all the work for execution for the summit, while we're, signing final contracts and writing checks and doing the things that need to be done. I got Crystal's note and I was just, it made my heart so glad. It made it really clear that the work that I'm doing is landing, and it's landing with a group of people, and Crystal's one of those people, and I'm excited to see her on Saturday. So just further confirmation for in-person live experiences and to continue to do what you're called to do, because you really don't know who's watching, who's participating, who's benefiting from it on the other side. I guess I do know now, right? Because I've gotten multiple emails, and Crystal was one of them. So shout out to you, Crystal. So let me just get into a little bit of the details for the day of. So we're going to start at 9 a.m. and breakfast will be served. So, I got that question, we're going to arrive at 9. What's it going to be like? How will the morning look? We have all the details of the schedule on the website at gemsforthejourney.org. And you can actually click the schedule. It's right on the front of our homepage to find out all the activities that are happening and what the run of show, what the day is going to look like for you. So go ahead over to gemsforthejourney.org to do that. But we will make sure that you are fed. We have breakfast that actually is being sponsored by Saxby's, which is a local Philadelphia-based company. They're providing delicious bites, coffee, and some other things. And then we also have the other part of breakfast being sponsored by Icelandic Provisions, which is another one of our sponsors, who's going to have delicious cold dairy and non-dairy Icelandic yogurts, right? Is kind of the vision that those folks are sharing with us. So yogurts, and we'll have fruit. So we'll have delicious bites for you to enjoy. So come join us at 9 o'clock. You'll get your registration. You'll do all of that stuff. You'll have delicious food, and you'll get to, check the vibe really early. Get to meet with people, do a little bit of networking. You'll get to experience the scene for a bit, and then we're going to get started with our official program at 9:30 a.m. We will kick off as close to 9:30 a.m. right on time as possible because we have such an amazing jam-packed agenda for you that has just so many highs and exciting experiences. So before I get into the rest of the day, it is a good thing if you are down to bring a notebook. If you're a pencil and pen or and paper kind of person, it is great for you to bring a notebook, capture some notes, some takeaways, some inspiring moments. Definitely want to do that. If you're not a pen and paper person, look at that alliteration. Shout out to you, Jasmine Crockett, for really bringing back alliterations. Love You Jahi is another one who's big on alliterations now. If you're not that type and you want to just do it in your phone or you want to do it in a mobile device, something else, you can absolutely do that, obviously. But there will be references for you to keep. There will be information for you to share. And we're doing a green summit. So we're not going to have a bunch of papers and handouts for you to be able to like scribble down on the back of. And we chose to do a green summit because oftentimes those things end up in the trash. We didn't want to cause any more unnecessary paper trash. So we're not doing a bunch of printouts. We're trying to do as much digitally and using technology as we possibly can. So if you have your own notebook, go ahead and bring that with you. Journal, something that's maybe been sitting on the shelf for a little while and you're like, okay, what am I going to do with it? Am I ever going to use it? Yes, you can. Bring it to the Career and Care Summit. So bring your notebook. I've had gotten to certainly multiple questions around like, what are people wearing to the summit? What's the aesthetic going to be? And I love that women are always trying to check in just to make sure that they feel like they know what they're walking into. It's going to be a beautiful summit. It's going to be a wonderful space, but we want you to be you, right? We want you to be comfortable. There will be pictures that are taken. So, use that as your context. There will be pictures that are taken. We do have a photographer and a videographer that'll be in the room. So you want to show up the best way that you feel good at the summit, but we want you to be you and we want you to be comfortable. Right. So something in between business casual and Saturday running errands, right? Kind of like something in between. So, I gave a couple of people the reference. I loved back in the day, like a strong look with like a t-shirt, a blazer on top, jeans and sneakers. Like that's kind of the vibe that I would take to these kinds of events. Or I want you to go all the way and wear your very best, your very, 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 very exciting, most vibey. I'm going to the summit today. I'm going to be around, a bunch of amazing, powerful, brilliant women in a beautiful space. We're going to be talking and networking and learning. So I want my aesthetic to reflect that. I am here for that too, right? I'm absolutely here for that too. So do what makes you most comfortable. We're going to have a beautiful day, it looks like. It's going to be in the high 60s. The sun is going to be shining. Oh, God has smiled upon us. So that's question number 2. Number 1, what time are we going to get started? And are we having breakfast? Yes, there is breakfast. Yes, we would love for you to be there at 9 o'clock. Question number 2 is, give me a sense of what I should wear, what it should be like. As you guys know, I am on the stage for the summit. I am one of the speakers for the summit. Somebody jokingly said, like, I was waiting for you to tell us. I think my speaker announcement was one of the later ones in the lineup on our social media pages. So if you follow me on Instagram at Gems for the Journey, at Leah Murphy _career gems, or you follow us at Career Gems for the Journey on Instagram, you might have been seeing all the other speakers pop up and then wondering like, okay, is Leah going to speak? Like, is Leah popping up on the speaker side? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes. I'm absolutely going to speak. So I will be dressed as a speaker for a major event would be dressed. So I am going to surprise you guys and really make sure that I feel like it raises to the occasion of my inaugural summit and really being able to be on stage in front of you all. And all of you have trusted me to build this out for you and you supported this work. So I'm thrilled to do that. But I want you to feel great and I want you to be as picture ready. We'll have folks who will guide you throughout the day. We have an amazing, amazing event planner that is helping to facilitate and execute all the things tied to the summit. So after we do our breakfast and we do our kickoff, so I will be your keynote speaker in your kickoff. We have 3 panels. We have a career panel, we have a care panel, and we have a community panel. So 3 panels that are going to happen back to back. The panels are about to be on fire, right? The panels are going to be so fire that I had to make sure that we took a break after the panels. Like I had to put lunch in. Like there's going to be so many gems that get dropped, so many phenomenal aha moments, so many acknowledgments of like, oh, I understand, or they get what I'm saying, or they understand my experience and I see myself in them. And here is a strategy that I can use to move forward. Here are the takeaways that I benefited from in that moment that I'm going to then go apply. There's going to be so much of that for the panels that you absolutely want to have your notes ready. We are going to take you through a full range of experiences, and the panelists and moderators are absolutely top tier professionals. I've personally gotten to speak to each one of them, hand selected each one of them. So I'm excited for what's going to come to the table as far as the panels are concerned. It's just going to be phenomenal. So then we're going to have lunch, catered lunch, all on site. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to do anything. Literally, the food will be set up. It will tickle your nose as soon as you get to the mezzanine area where we're going to have lunch. We'll have a delicious lunch, and we will enjoy that. There'll be networking during lunch. I encourage everyone to meet someone new, sit with someone that they don't already know, take an opportunity to build a new relationship and to build a new connection during our lunch period. And then after lunch, once we've taken a break, gone to chill for a bit, wind down, maybe even go outside, get a little bit of sunshine on your face, and then come back in the building ready for the afternoon session. The afternoon sessions are going to be individual breakout sessions. And I see that Luz Lopez has joined us from Georgia. So welcome, Luz. We're excited that you're here today. You've been riding with us for a while. So thank you for being here today. So then the afternoon session is going to have multiple different breakouts. There are going to be 2 tracks for the breakout sessions. One track is going to be all focused on care. And again, I mean, like the afternoon, someone said to me the other day when they were reviewing the agenda, like, Leah, do you crawl before you walk? Like, this is your first summit out and you brought so much heat in this first time around. I can't imagine what you're going to do next year. And my response to that was like, I don't know another way. I don't know another way. So if you're like me and you're here with me live and you're thinking, if I'm going to do it, I want to do it right. If I'm going to do it, I want to do it in a way that people walk away feeling like they got a phenomenal experience and that the time was well spent, that the day was an investment. If you're that kind of person too, and you're like, I don't know another way but to really go to the level that I think it deserves to be, drop a thumbs up in the chat, because I really, really need to know if there are other top tier, if you're going to do it type individuals. And the crazy part is I'm not a personality that I would identify as type A, but I am a personality that feels like if you're going to do it, make it worth the while. And if not, don't. Right. And because I'm totally cool with not. As many of you guys will know, I've said before, I had no intention of doing in-person events. But once I said I was going to do it, then I was like, well, then I have to do it. So the afternoon is going to be a career track and a care track. We have physical therapists that are going to talk about empowerment through your body, understanding how muscle strength and muscle capability and range of motion are important for you. We have stories that we're going to talk about relative to fertility and navigating fertility journeys for women who are 35 plus, really just trying to make sure that we give a full battery of support and concepts that are aligned to women who are in this stage of life. And then on the career side, we have just some really, really exciting speakers that I've gotten to hear in other forums and have invited them in to join us. We have topics around clarity. How do you get to the point where you're clear on what the vision is for your next phase of life and the exercises that you need to get there? So we're going to have an amazing speaker, Jatia Jones, to offer that for us. I mean, I can't even get into all the speakers. It's going to be amazing and jam-packed. Each one of the sessions you can opt into is really based on your preference, what you're interested in. So head over to our site at gemsforthejourney.org to see the full agenda. It'll give you a perspective of like, okay, cool, I definitely want to go to this event. I definitely want to make time for that. And I definitely want to make sure I give myself an opportunity to go and meet this person. I've been wanting to connect with them in some capacity. This is what the Career and Care Summit is going to facilitate for you. And we will leave time at the end where we will have a survey and we'll talk about the day, what you learned, what your takeaways are, and what commitments you're going to make to yourself. What are the commitments that you are going to make to yourself in this season after leaving this summit. And each one of those commitments that you make to yourself, we want you to come back and bring back those commitments, and whether or not you've been able to fulfill them or where you are on that path when you join us again in 2026. And then we're going to have giveaways at the very end of the day. We're going to have amazing giveaways. Some of our sponsors have already started shipping to the venue lots of amazing products. And I mean, the bags are about to be fire. My team on Friday is actually delivering all the bags to the location. You will see them set up likely when you arrive, or you'll see them, getting set up around lunchtime. And you have to complete our survey because we need the data, right? We need to know what you loved, and we need to know what you're like. Yes, next year, please do this differently, right? We want honest feedback. This is our inaugural event, but we don't think it's going to be our last event. Your feedback is going to help us to be the indicator or the litmus test as to what are the parts of the summit that were absolute fire and we want to make sure you bring back, and then what are the things that we'd love to see done differently. So once you complete your survey, then you'll get your giveaway bag. So it's a little bit of quid pro quo, and that's just how we had to do it for this go round. So you complete your survey, we'll have your giveaway back, and then we'll have networking that's happening at the end of the day where you'll be able to, further connect with people. We'll have some prompts for you to do some relationship building and strategies, and then we'll get a chance to really just bask in the day of the experience for a little while. And then we're going to shove off, right? We're going to leave the building and we're going to really process just the experience that we were able to have together, the moment of energy, the moment of the day that really stuck with you. And then I would love for you to come back and join me the next time that I'm live, for those who are able to join me live at the summit, to be able to drop some of it in the chat the next time that we're live. We'll do a full recap of the day. We'll have photos, there'll be videos, there'll be all kinds of things that are happening on social media. So hopefully you guys are as excited about the Career and Care Summit coming up this Saturday as I am. I am excited and terrified. I'm going to be consistent. I've been saying that for the last few weeks. Absolutely excited and terrified, because the excitement is for all the reasons that I just explained. I believe the offering and what we're putting out to all of our attendees is just going to be phenomenal. There will absolutely be transformations that happen. There'll be new networks that are built. There'll be new friendships, new relationships, new connections. And there'll also be lots of opportunity for you to reflect and give yourself just the motivation, just the push that you need to do whatever it is in the season, whether it's to rest, whether it's to take better care of yourself, whether it's to dial up your ambition, or whether it's to redefine the version of success that is yours. Whatever you're looking for kind of in this season, the Career and Care Summit will have something for you. Whatever you're looking for in this season, the Career and Care Summit this Saturday, March 15th, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. will have something for you. So I'm thrilled for that. I am thrilled for everybody who's going to be in the room. You can still get tickets. I found out yesterday we have just 8 tickets left. We have just 8 tickets left, and you can still grab them at our website at gemsforthejourney.org. If you can't be there in person and you want us to donate a ticket on your behalf, feel free to buy the ticket and just send us an email to say, I want to donate this ticket to someone who is local. So if you're outside of Philadelphia and you think the summit's going to be an amazing experience, but you're not going to be able to make it, you can absolutely buy the ticket and we'll donate it on your behalf. So there's a little something for everybody. We're certain of it. And there will be lots of great vibes, lots of positive experiences, lots of gems on gems on gems that are going to get dropped from the Career and Care Summit. And we're talking about from the panels as well as from the breakout session. See, like I can't even talk. I'm so excited about what's to come that I am fumbling over my own words, because energetically, like I'm already there and I'm just on tiptoes of expectancy for what I know is going to be an amazing experience this Saturday. So that's all my housekeeping. That's all I have to say. I did get one other question about parking. Now, we know parking can be a little bit of a challenge, but this was already thought out for you. There is a garage right next door to the location where the summit is going to be. We're going to be at 1723 Callow Hill Street, which is on the College of Philadelphia, on the campus of Community College of Philadelphia. And there is a parking garage directly next door to the building. Parking is going to be less than $5 on the day of the event. You can just go park your car in the garage for $5 and not have to think about it anymore at all. And that garage will be open until the summit is over. And then you also have the option to park on the street. You can park on the street, make it, pay for your parking online. I don't have all the details for street parking. I plan on parking in the garage. I would encourage you to do the same thing. That way there's no pressure and no concern, and we don't have to worry about the parking authority coming for us and trying to ruin what's going to be an amazing day. So that's all of the questions. That's all of the housekeeping. That's all of the updates that I have for you until the summit this Saturday. I am just on tiptoes of expectancy. Like, I cannot believe it's here. I cannot believe that all the months of work and time are really coming to a culmination. And I'm also really, really excited about all of the sponsor partners who have chosen to collaborate with us on the Career and Care Summit. You will hear from a couple of them, but you will see more of their influence on the summit throughout the day. And I'm just, eternally, super grateful that those individuals and those organizations have seen the value for what we're doing here at the summit and are looking to align and to partner to bring this kinds of really high quality, amazing programming to the city of Philadelphia for International Women's Day, which was this past weekend, but in celebration of Women's History Month. It is just chef's kiss. So I'm excited to see you all on Saturday. We are going to take a nice long break after the summit. So we might not be live for a couple of weeks, but just know that we will be back. We're just going to make sure the team and I take some well-deserved rest after executing what we think is going to be an amazing experience. And we look forward to seeing you on the other side. Until then, I appreciate you joining me live today. We look forward to seeing you in person at the summit, or if you won't be at the summit, we look forward to seeing you live again on YouTube and on LinkedIn. Till then, thanks for riding with me, and I will see you on the other side.